Paul Davies.
Diolch, Lywydd. Trefnydd, I'd be grateful if we could have an update from the Welsh Government in relation to the coordination of emergency services across Wales. This is an issue that I have raised in the past, but I've received representations that co-responders are not being fully utilised in emergency situations, and the issue of ambulance waiting times, of course, was raised earlier in First Minister's questions. Now, I recently met with off-duty firefighters to discuss the important role that co-respondents can have in supporting the ambulance service across Wales. I understand that in some cases, co-responders can provide quicker response times than standard ambulance vehicles in some emergency situations. However, it was made very clear to me that co-responders aren't being fully utilised, and that in many cases, calls are not being put through to them at all. Given the pressures on the ambulance service and the fact that some people are having to wait hours for an ambulance to arrive, surely we should be using co-responders to help reach patients as quickly as possible. Therefore, I'd be grateful if we could have a statement from the Welsh Government about the important work of co-responders so that members can ask questions about why they're not being fully used to support our ambulance services across Wales.
Well, thank you very much for that important question, Paul Davies, in terms of coordination of emergency services. And certainly the Welsh Government and indeed the Health Service is fully signed up to that. And indeed, the important role of our fire and rescue services and our firefighters. I recall taking part formally in a health ministerial role in helping to bring together all of those who required, and it required a lot of communication, negotiation, support of all workforce training, etc. So it is an important point, and I will obviously be sharing this with the Cabinet Secretary for Health and Social Care for any update. And of course it does apply to engagement with cross-cabinet government with our Cabinet Secretary for Housing and Local Government in relation to fire and rescue services. So thank you for putting that on the agenda of the business statement today.